Thursday here at the Wave, a very special show today. We got Mr. Ryan Mayer, model, actor. He also runs a small fight league, so I brought him onto the show so you kind of talk a little bit about what he does and just get him introduced to the world. So Ryan, for the people who don't know who you are, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Ryan Mayer. Originally I was born in Florida, but I moved here to the Valley when I was just becoming a teenager. I really got into the modeling scene about maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Cool.
Just recently into acting, and then me and my friend Carlos, we got into boxing. So it's like.
So you box as well? Like you actually box?
I used to do MMA for a while, but
okay.
Now I run the company. He does more of the boxing side, and then I'm kind of like Dana White.
Chill. Yeah, okay, I see you.
Try to put all these fights together.
How does that? What kind of fights are these? Are they like MMA or boxing?
We're trying to have both.
Okay.
That's why we're different. There's no organization that has boxing and MMA.
Okay.
Obviously you're gonna think of UFC and everything, but not where it's open to everyone and it has both boxing and MMA.
I got you. So how did that come about? You did you say you did modeling. What made you want to get into the whole fighting game?
I used to do fighting too. I used to do MMA, and I used to box for a while too. It's 4 years. And then after modeling, I really couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after all these, it was maybe 12 guys. They were all just, originally they were wanting to do it in the backyard. I'm like, we don't want to be boxing in the backyard. So we're just trying to bring all these people, just normal people from the Valley who want to fight and everything, but they can't get all these professional contracts because it's hard. We're just bringing these people onto the ring, on a professional stage, thousands of people watching, just to everyone.
So where have you've had these events already locally?
We've had one. We had our first event this maybe 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
At Spartan's Boxing. Just one day we were walking at the German restaurant just next to it, and we went there. We're like, oh, do you think we could have a boxing event here, or just host something? He's like, yeah, sure, let's
do
talk.
something.
And then we just kept talking, and then over time, we just kept going back and forth. They brought chairs, brought all these different employees and everything. Just all these people were coming together to create these events. And we ended up having, for the first event, almost 200 people in person, and then over 3,000 people on all our platforms watching.
Well, you had it, so you were live streaming it then?
Yeah, we were live streaming as well.
Oh, bro, that's crazy. For your very first event.
Very first event.
What is this fight league called?
It's called the UAC, the United Association of Combat. Yeah.
United Association of Combat. That's dope, bro. That's dope. And when do you have any more bouts or any events that y'all throwing anytime soon?
We're having one in September. UAC 2. We're trying to have that one as a really big event.
And what do y'all? So the first one was the boxing. Was there? You said this next one's gonna be more MMA style, or?
It's gonna have both.
Both. Okay.
I want to have the main event as boxing and then co-main event as MMA.
And who are these fighters? They're are they pros, amateurs?
It's a mix of both. That's why it's open to everyone. We have some influencers in there too.
Really?
Yeah, YouTuber Eddie Flores.
Okay.
He's gonna be fighting in the next one.
Really?
Yeah. So we're trying to bring all these influencers. Some are going pro, some are amateur. It's all these people just together. It's showing the real community.
Yeah, the unity behind it. Not just influencers, everybody coming together for one thing.
I don't want there to be a separation between pro boxer and then amateur boxer. Nice. I want everyone to be together. That's
dope, bro. That's a crazy thing, man. Well, congrats on all that. Back to your modeling, man. How'd you get started with modeling? Since when have you been modeling?
Well, like I said, it was about 2 years. At my old school, one of my teachers, it was my theater teacher.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Brandon. He really just he reached out to me and I wouldn't be talking too much in class and everything.
Yeah.
And then he just started talking to me, and we started just conversing about acting and modeling. And then he was like, hey, I think you could really do it. I think you could go fly modeling. I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't too confident in myself.
Yeah.
And then I just reached out to all these agencies, all these brands and everything. I went to Walmart, bought a tripod, and just started taking these pictures by myself because I didn't have any photographers or anything.
Yeah.
And then he sent me a link to a runway. It was the South Texas Fashion Show. It was in October. It was my first runway.
This past October?
Yeah, past October.
Okay.
So I went to it, I was so nervous. I was shaking the whole time and everything, but he encouraged me to do this runway. And after that runway, And after getting those like post runway pictures, that's where my modeling career just boomed. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it's like it was just constant progress after that.
What else have you modeled for? I know I was looking through your page. You've done like some magazines and let the people know a little bit about some of the stuff you've already worked on.
So for the magazine, it was I just started submitting all these photos, and I reached out to one of these photographers, and he was like, "Oh, I know a spot that'd be really cool, and it's for sure gonna get you that cover."
Yeah,
like, I was a little like
hesitant,
but he was like, "Oh, I know a spot for sure." So we went there. It was all the way near the border.
The wildlife park, right?
It was a wildlife park. Yeah.
With
no service or anything. It was freezing out there. It was maybe 15 degrees, 10 degrees.
Oh, dang.
And we're just out there. But we submit all those pictures to all these like different magazines, and the biggest one that we submitted to, we didn't even expect an answer back. We just did like just for no reason.
Whatever.
Yeah,
just
for whatever.
send it in.
Yeah. And they reached back to us, and they put me on the front cover of that magazine.
What magazine was that?
It's like E-Mirage or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they have about like 167,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow,
so it's like
that's crazy.
And after that, it's like all those people. They're like, "Oh, he modeled for this magazine." It's a big deal. Yeah, something to put on your portfolio for sure. All these brands started reaching out to me, and I've been doing a lot with vintage brands, especially Remnants. So they were the ones I modeled for first.
Nice.
So I just kept going back to them, and it just adds more to my portfolio, and there you go. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Did also hear you modeled for like Zara too?
Yeah,
Zara?
Recently I modeled for Zara. It's one of my favorite photographers. He shot it for me. His name's Benny.
Okay.
Yeah, he shot my Zara shoot at this park in Alton. He's probably the guy who shot most of my stuff. He also did my shoot for Ralph Lauren.
Oh wow, Ralph Lauren too.
Yeah,
that's quite that's big, man. That's big, especially from the Valley.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I've modeled for Ralph Lauren, Guess, Zara. I've modeled for Nike. And I think there's some more, but they're more local brands. Yeah.
So you're doing all this. You got the modeling going on. You got the fight stuff going on. And how old are you, bro?
I'm 16.
16 years old, and you got all this. That's crazy, bro. So you got a bright future ahead of you, man. You said you're graduating high school next year or this year?
Yeah, next year.
Next year. What do you got planned after high school? What's the goal?
I mean, I want to go to college and everything. I want to go to UT Austin. But I mean, depending on how this business goes, modeling, that's already a full-time career right there.
That's crazy, man.
Depending on how these businesses do, it's like I want to continue it. I want to open more businesses too.
For sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, you got to, man. Got to have multiple streams of income in order to be successful.
I don't want to just be living paycheck to paycheck. I want to have all these forms, and it's gonna be hard. But I'd rather go through those 5 years of pain than like live the rest of my life perfectly fine. For sure, bro.
What when you were growing up, what was like your dream job? What did you want to do when you were growing up? Oh, most kids, I want to be a firefighter, or I want to do this or that.
I guess it's pretty basic for like my generation, but I used to want to be a YouTuber.
You just want to be a YouTuber?
Yeah, I used to really want to be a YouTuber. So like maybe from the time I was like 9 to about 13, I would always do YouTube and Twitch, and even though I was so young, like I would get tons of views somehow.
Definitely the generation that you grew up with, where all that stuff is like very relevant. You know what I mean? The age of like the internet. Yeah, it's crazy.
I would say that's definitely been a boost in a lot of my career for modeling and everything.
Nice. Yeah. So, if you had any advice to 9-year-old Ryan, what advice would you give him?
Just stay true to yourself. Don't be fake for anyone. Just be who you are. And I would say after following that made me who I am today.
For sure. So for everybody, again, you got fights coming up in September. You have a date for that September bout?
September 30th.
September 30th. If y'all want to go check it out, it's going to be at...
Well, the location is not for sure, but we're trying to either have it back at Spartans or run it back. Or have it at the Cosmopolitan over in Mission.
Nice. Yeah. Cool, man. That's awesome, bro. So you got the fight, you got the modeling, man. Any last shout outs you want to give to anybody out there? Or anything that we missed, any topics that we missed?
I mean, just biggest shout out, I want to give it to my friend Carlos Rodriguez. He's brought everything for this boxing thing. We couldn't have done the main event or anything without him. So
nice. Shout out to Carlos, man. Is he one of your buddies from school or something?
Yeah, I met him in 7th grade.
7th grade? Y'all the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age.
That's crazy how young y'all are, and to be able to organize these events and boxing fights is big. Something that a lot of people who are older are trying to do and aren't that successful at. So for you to be doing it at such a young age, you got a lot, bright future ahead of you, bro. So congrats on that. And where can they follow you at on social media platforms if they want to reach out?
For Instagram, you can follow me on ryanmeyer.1. I would say that's my main social media platform.
Mm-hmm.
I handle all my business inquiries and everything from there. So
cool, awesome. So again, you got Ryan Mayer on the podcast today on the Wave, man. Make sure y'all tune in every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. We'll be back at you next week with another episode. Make sure to check out the podcast on the IG, on the YouTube. If y'all mess with us, man, go hit that like button and subscribe. Again, everybody on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Soundgarden app, the TuneIn app, thank you so much for tuning in. Any inquiries about the radio, make sure you hit up Mr. Joe at Martinez Joe, right? At hotmail.com. Yeah. Martinez Joe at hotmail.com. If y'all interested in being sponsors, partners, donating, this radio station is ran off of a nonprofit, so anything donated really helps and goes towards the radio station. So again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Till next week, thank y'all.